Okay, the volume of atom to volume of nucleus variation is a size volume ratio variation. Actually, volume means formula in 4/3 pi r cube. Okay, take it. R radius of atom cube by radius of nucleus cube. Radius of atom means 10 to the power of minus 8 whole cube means 10 to the power of minus 24 by 10 to the power of nucleus means 10 to the power of minus 39 comes up is we are getting I think 10 to the power of 15 we are getting 15 plus yes we are getting 15 no yes 10 to the power of 15 is the difference. So you can get it very easily these things, and then volume of atom is equals to 10 to the power of 15 times of volume of nucleus. These bits are very important thing. All of you understood? Yes. Now we can go for some other things. Is nothing but atomic number. Atomic number is denoted by Z. Do you know definition? Yes. So atomic number means number of protons or number of electrons in a neutral atom. A neutral atom means no charge in it, that's why we can take either number of electrons or protons as the atomic number. But in case of ions, charged particle means they may lose electron or gained electron, that's why electron number will be changing, but which is remaining same proton. That's why in case of ion, number of protons has been taken as atomic number. This is an important thing. Yes or no? Now we have to go for mass number. Mass number is denoted by A. I will tell you one thing. So if you take the whole atom, in atom, whole mass of the atom is depending upon nucleus. And nucleus is made up of which one and which one? Protons. Together is calling as mass number. So mass number or atomic mass is depending upon whole nucleus. That's why mass number A defined as number of protons plus number of neutrons. A is equals to number of protons means Z plus N. That implies N is equals to A minus Z. This is important bit. Just I will tell you one thing. For example, bromine is there 35 and 80. Generally, every element is represented with X. Atomic number is Z, mass number is A. Subscript is atomic number, superscript is mass number. Just you see bromine 3580 is there. So this is the Z value, this is the A value. So number of protons is equals to 35. Number of electrons is also 35. But the number of neutrons is 45. Like this bits is also asking. 80 minus 35 is nothing but 45. Such kind of bits is also asking in the competitive examination. Did you clear? Yes. Now we are discussing some other words is nothing but isotopes. Isotopes. What is the meaning of isotopes? The atoms of the same species having atomic number is same, but mass number is different. Okay, atoms of the same elements only this is possible. That's why atoms of the same element means same chemical properties will be there. Why? Because they all are having same number of electrons. That's why they are showing same chemical properties. Just you see some example of this one. H11, H12 and H13 will be there. And carbon 612, carbon 613, carbon 614. This is radioactive. This is also radioactive. Protium, deuterium, tritium, radioactive. Carbon 12, 13, 14. 14 is the radioactive isotope of the carbon. All these are having same chemical properties. You can go for isobars. Isobars. Isobars means what? Atomic number is different, but mass number is same. These two are exchanging. Yes, can you give some example for this one? These do not having a similar physical and chemical properties. Why? Because they are different chemicals, that's why they are having different atomic number and mass number. You can see carbon 614 and nitrogen 714 will be there. Yes, atomic number is different, but mass number will be remains same. This is isotope, isobar. Yes, isotope, isobar will be there. Yes, you can see one more thing. For example, argon 1840 will be there, and calcium 2040 will be there. Yes, different atomic number but having same mass numbers. That's why calling as isobars. And another one is nothing but isotones. Isotones. Isotones means what? Atomic number is different and mass number is also different, but having a neutron number is same. Yes, can you give some example for this one? For example, sodium 11, 23, magnesium 12, 24. Atomic number different, mass number different, but what is same, sir, here? 23 minus 11, 12. And 12 minus 24 minus 12 is also 12. What is that one? Number of neutrons is remains same. Are you getting? Yes. Can I give you one more example? Phosphorus 15, 31. Sulfur 16, 32. Different atomic number but different mass number. Difference is coming 16. Here also difference is coming 16. That's why we are calling them as isotones. Isotope, isobar, isotones. Yes or no? Yes. We'll see some other important terms we can learn here. Go for some important terms is nothing but electromagnetic radiations. Electromagnetic radiations. In that namely answer is there the radiations which are traveling with electrical field and as well as magnetical field. Along with the oscillating charged particle, both electrical and magnetical field will be traveling together is calling as the electromagnetic radiation. So many types will be there. They are all are travel with the same speed like light, 3 into 10 to the power of 8 meters per second. Even though they are different, but all will be travel with the same speed. And one more special character, they can passes or they can travel through vacuum also. It's not requires any medium. So even in vacuum also they can travel. All of you understanding? Yes. Now, I will tell you different types of electromagnetic radiation: gamma rays, X-rays, UV rays, visible radiations, and infrared radiations, and radio microwaves and radio waves. And you see here, this is the frequency order. So the frequency is more for this one and this one and this one, this one, this one. Means most energetic and most powerful is gamma rays. And if we can go with the energy also same relation, but wavelength reverse. So more frequency or more energy, less wavelength will be there. That's why we are getting order will be reverse. Is important thing, sometimes in NEET examination is asking any three different electromagnetic radiation, keep them in the energy increasing order, wavelength increasing order, like that he may ask any question. Is a good question. So gamma rays, X-rays, ultraviolet, visible, infrared, micro and radio waves. This is the decreasing order of the frequency and this is the increasing order of the wavelength. And we know so many important formulas here. Frequency nu is equals to C by lambda. C means what? Light speed 3 into 10 to the power of 8 meters per second. So what is the meaning of lambda? Lambda means in the wave, the distance between the two crest point or trough points is always equal, calling as a wavelength. And wave number is nothing but nu bar is equals to 1 by lambda. These all are important formulas. Generally, energy is equals to h nu. So H is calling as a Planck's constant. H values we have two in CGS and MKS. CGS value of H is 6.625 into 10 to the power of minus 27 erg second by H value is in joules. 6.625 into 10 to the power of minus 34 joule into second, not per. Because 1 erg is equals to 10 to the power of minus 7 joules. Okay, now we can do something here. Here C, E is equals to hc by lambda. E is equals to hc c into 1 by lambda. 1 by lambda means nu bar. That's why energy is directly proportional to frequency and directly proportional to wave number, but inversely proportional to wavelength is important. Are you clear? Yes. Now we are going to some other important things is nothing but Planck's equation. So what is the Planck's equation? If you take any radiation, the radiation will be traveling a group of a particle. The group of a particle only we are calling as photon or quanta, whatever it is, same meaning. Every quanta is interlinked with a particular frequency. Then each quanta has energy E is equals to h mu. Such like the total radiation has n number of quanta. That's why E is equals to energy of radiation is equals to n number of each quanta energy. N is the number of quantas. N means number of photons or nothing but quantas. For example, one radiation containing 5 photons. Each photon has 5 kilojoules energy. Then what is the energy of radiation? 5 into 5, 25. Are you getting? Yes. Now we are going with some other important things is nothing but which one? Photoelectric effect is a very important thing. What is the photoelectric effect? Photoelectric effect means from photons we are getting electricity. Just you see, you have a metallic plate. On this metallic plate you're falling some energy, light, and some energy taken by the metal sheet, and remaining energy is in the form of kinetic energy. So write down here, falling energy, E falling is equals to work function plus kinetic energy. So work function means what? Energy which is required to atom or to electron come outside. So that's why E falling h nu is equals to work function is also energy nu naught plus Ke. So this is falling frequency, this is a threshold frequency. So now I want kinetic energy. Kinetic energy of electron is equals to h nu minus h nu naught. Then kinetic energy of electron is equals to h of nu minus nu naught is also important formula. Okay, when photoelectric effect will be absorbed, nu falling frequency should be more than threshold frequency. Then only we can observe the photoelectric effect. Is it equal or less than? So we can't get the photoelectric effect. We can't get the photoelectric effect. All of you understood or no? This is a very important thing. We can go for some other things is nothing but, so under this one, number of mobile electrons. Number of mobile electrons. So by falling one radiation, we are getting one electron outside. Like that you are falling n number of radiations, then what you are getting? So then n mobile number of electrons is nothing but intensity of light. Intensity of light. More intensity of light is falling, more electron will be coming outside. Now we can say, so kinetic energy of electron, this is important bit. Kinetic energy of electron is directly proportional to falling energy. So what is this meaning? Yes, you are increasing the falling intensity, then more number of electron will be coming outside. And kinetic energy of electron means, yes, for example, you are falling 100 kilojoules energy, 10 is taken by the metal, 90 is coming in the form of kinetic energy. You are falling 200, then 10 only taking, but 190 is in the form of kinetic energy. That's why what we can tell is, as the falling energy will be increasing, kinetic energy will be also going on increasing. This is a very important concept. All of you clear? Yes. Now we are going with de Broglie equation. De Broglie's equation. Sir, what is the de Broglie's equation? Yes. De Broglie considered every radiation having dual nature. So according to dual nature, lambda is equals to h by mv. So h, Planck's constant, mass of electron, velocity of electron. We can write it as h by mass into velocity means momentum. Is also important thing. And we can go for one more thing, Heisenberg's uncertainty principle. Heisenberg's uncertainty principle. What is the Heisenberg's uncertainty principle? whenever electron will be revolving around the nucleus in the wave motion, we can't find out its exact position and momentum simultaneously and accurately. If you are finding one is accurately, another one will be deviating, becoming so much error. So then delta x dot delta p is greater than or equals to h by 4 pi. So now you can see delta x, uncertainty in position. This is uncertainty in momentum, delta p. So delta x dot delta of mv is greater than or equals to h by 4 pi. Then you are getting delta x dot delta v is greater than or equals to h by 4 pi m is coming. Uncertainty in the position, uncertainty in the velocity. Okay, here one more bit is there. If suppose delta x is the 0, automatically uncertainty in the momentum is becoming infinite. If you are finding one is accurate, another one is becoming too much error. Not like that. If it is becoming 0, it is becoming infinite. You know very well all these things. Yes, this is the uncertainty principle of this thing. So Heisenberg's uncertainty principle. Now we are discussing about some other things, is nothing but Bohr's model. What is this Bohr's model? Yes, anybody? So generally he told in every atom we have a nucleus. Around the nucleus so many electrons will be there. They are revolving in a definite circular path, is calling as orbits or shells. They are denoted by n values from 1, 2, 3 and so on up to infinity. This is important, listen carefully. You take n is equals to 1, then the shell is calling as K shell. If suppose n is equals to 2, that is calling as L shell. N is equals to 3, it is calling as M shell. N is equals to 4, it is calling as capital N shell. This is important thing, you have to observe very carefully. Sometimes you don't mention is a which orbit. He may mention K shell, L shell, M shell, like that he will mention. You have to understand the things. And later, whenever electron will be revolving in a definite particular orbit, its energy will be remaining constant. Means that's why it's calling as a stationary shells or orbits. And we have to go for one more thing, angular momentum of electron in orbit is equals to mvr. mvr is equals to nh by 2 pi. M, mass of electron, velocity of electron, radius of orbit, n is the orbit number. Yes, he may ask a question, what is the angular momentum of electron in the fifth orbit? What we should do? Angular momentum of electron in a particular orbit is nothing but 5 h by 2 pi is nothing but 2.5 of h by pi. These are possible bits. If you take an atom containing so many shells, is the first one. For example, this is the second one. Okay, you take like that. This is denoted by N1 and this is denoted by N2. You know very well, while moving away from the nucleus, energy will be going on increasing. That's why this is becoming higher energy, this is becoming lower energy. Okay, when electron jumps to here, it will take energy. While coming back, it will release energy. Whether taking energy or releasing energy in the form of light. So that's why we are taking that light energy is nothing but energy difference delta E is equals to E2 minus E1 is equals to h nu. This is also important point to you. We have to practice all these things very carefully. The finally one thing, so whenever electron will be revolving like this, here two things are operating. One force is pulling towards nucleus, one force is pulling the electron in a perpendicular direction away from the nucleus. The both will be equal but in perpendicular direction, thus why mutually cancel. Net force on electron will be 0, thus why electron will be constantly revolving in a particular orbit. And we will see some other things related to Bohr atomic model. The formulas are very, very important. I will explain to you nearly 5 to 6 formulas will be there. You have to practice carefully. You learn no much, just once listen the things, once carefully observe this one is nothing for you. I will tell you, see. ಈಗ ಸ್ಟಾಪ್ ಆಗೈತೆ ರೀ. ಹಾಂ, ಈಗ ಎಷ್ಟು ಮಿನಿಟ್ ಐತಿ ಇನ್ನು? ಮತ್ತು ಜಾಯಿನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು ರೀ. ಹಾಂ, okay. We'll see formulas related to Bohr atomic model. Under this first formula is nothing but radius of nth orbit is nothing but n square h square by 4 pi square m e square z. Yes, he is asking theoretical formula, numerical formula is also asking. That's why you have to observe very carefully. Radius of nth orbit is equals to n square h square by 4 pi square m e square z. Here n means orbit number, z means atomic number, but remaining everything is constant. You can substitute over there. You are getting radius of nth orbit is equals to 0.529 into n square by z. Angstrom units. What I'm telling, everything has to be practiced very carefully. What is the meaning of n? Orbit number. Orbit number. First orbiter, second orbiter, third orbiter. You can take z is equals to atomic number. Atomic number. Are you clear? Yes. And from this what we can tell, as the orbit number is increasing, radius is also increasing. That's why radius is directly proportional to orbit number. Now we can go for second formula, very important, energy. Energy of nth orbit is equals to minus 2 pi square m e power 4 into z square by n square h square. Derivation of all is not required for you. Here z value will be changing and n square will be changing. Okay, now we can substitute all the values. We are getting some value in CGS. So minus 2.18 into 10 to the power of minus 11 into z square by n square erg per atom. Erg per atom. No, I want same formula. Every formula has to be practiced. 1 erg is equals to how much? 10 to the power of minus 7 joules. Substitute here. Minus 2.18 into 10 to the power of minus 18 into z square by n square joule per atom. According to situation, you may ask in ergs or joules or electron volts, so many are there, everything has to be practiced. And what is the relation between electron volts and joules? 1 electron volts is equals to charge of electron 1.602 into 10 to the power of minus 19 joules. Substitute. Then we are getting minus 13.6 into z square by n square electron volts per atom. Are you getting or no? Yes. Now you are getting which one? 1 electron volt is equals to 1.602 into 10 to the power of minus 19 joules. According to that one, we are doing simplification. We are getting this one. And later we are taking, I want this joules in kilojoules. So for mole we are calculating minus 1312 into z square by n square kilojoule per mole. Observe carefully. Per atom means this formula. For mole means this one, means per Avogadro number of the electrons or orbits or atoms. Okay, now I want same in calories. 1 calorie is equals to 4.18 joules. You substitute here, you are getting minus 313.6 into z square by n square kilocalories per mole we are getting. As a very important formulas, we have to practice very carefully all the formulas. So I told already, JEE means directly is asking this one. What is the energy formula in electron volts? Already this year 2021 in JEE online exam also you asked that one. And we can go here, see. In all these formulas we have negative sign. What indicates this negative sign? Yes, this negative sign indicates you have atom containing so many orbits. Those electron will be there, though all electrons are under influence of the nucleus. That is indicated by negative sign. No, you are taking orbit at infinite distance. Is it attracted by nucleus? No, that's why its energy will be maximum, that is 0. So energy of infinite orbit will be 0. So means compare with 0, these all are negative values. Negative value means lower energy. So now what we can tell, this is the maximum energy. So what we can tell, as we go away from the nucleus, energy of orbit will be going on increasing. Energy of orbit will be going on increasing. Is a very important point. So means if you want to ionize the atom, one important point will be there. We should take the electron from that particular right now situation to infinite orbit. Then the energy difference is coming as a ionization energy. Are you clear? So here I want to tell you one thing. Energy of nth orbit is equals to, or otherwise I will tell you one thing, potential energy. Potential energy or kinetic energy, and as well as total energy. This is also important. Kinetic energy is nothing but ZE square by 2R. So potential energy is equals to minus ZE square by R. I want to get the relation between total energy. I want total energy means minus of ZE square by 2R we are getting. I want to get the relation. Z means atomic number, R means radius. So what we can tell, I want to get the relation between these two terms. So first of all, I want to get this one is nothing but potential energy is equals to 2 into total energy. So potential energy is equals to 2 into total energy, and I want to get that kinetic energy, and this one is nothing but kinetic energy is equals to minus of total energy. Are you understanding or no? Yes, is a very important thing. So potential energy or nothing but this one, we have to tell like this is nothing but total potential energy is equals to 2 of total energy. Otherwise kinetic energy, if you want, means minus of total energy we are getting. All of you understood? It's a very important things. We have to get it very carefully. So this is also important things. Later we can go for another thing is nothing but energy difference. Yes, electron jumping from one particular state to another particular state will be there. Then how can you get it? Energy of higher orbit minus energy of lower orbit. So we can get one common formula, 2.18 into 10 to the power of minus 18 into 1 by n1 square minus 1 by n2 square into z square, but answer is coming in joule per atoms. n1 means what? Lower orbit number. n2 means what? Higher orbit number we are taking. Okay, next we can go for some other formulas is nothing but wave number. Wave number means nu bar is equals to 1 by lambda is equals to 109. Actually Rydberg constant it is RH. 109,677 into remaining as usual 1 by n1 square minus 1 by n2 square into z square. Don't forget this one, amma. So hydrogen like species means Z value will be there, and we are getting in centimeters inverse. Are you getting or no? This is a formula for wave number, and we can get it. Actually 109,677 is calling as Rydberg constant, and one more is nothing but velocity of electron in nth orbit. 2.18 into 10 to the power of 8 into z by n centimeters per second. Did you observe or no? Velocity of an orbit number inversely proportional. Yes, as we go away from the nucleus, energy of means velocity of electron will be decreasing, means kinetic energy decreasing, but potential energy will be going on increasing. Are you getting or no? Yes, it's a very important thing. We have to get it. So these are the important formulas, especially for which one? Hydrogen spectrum or Bohr atomic model. So Bohr atomic model is only applicable for single electronic species like hydrogen atom or He plus or Li plus 2 or Be plus 3, like this. For all these number of electron will be coming 1. So while taking all these, we can apply the what formulas we discussed here. But compulsory hydrogen means becoming 1, remaining all species 2, 3, 4. We have to substitute this by carefully how to observe the Z values. All of you understood? Yes. Now we are going to some important things is nothing but hydrogen spectrum. Hydrogen spectrum. What is the hydrogen spectrum? Hydrogen spectrum means what? If you take an atom, there so many electron will be there. Electron jumping from one level to another level, then electron will be falling down, and while coming back it releases energy. The releasing energy will be coming like a light we are collecting on the screen. That's calling as a hydrogen spectrum. Hydrogen spectrum dividing into 5 types. What are those? Lyman series, and another one is Balmer series, another one is Paschen series, and bracket series, and another one is Fund series. Okay, Lyman series means what? Lower orbit and higher orbit. Lower orbit will be 1, higher orbit may 2, 3, 4 and so on up to infinity. Balmer series means electron should be fall down from any higher level to second level, but higher levels are 3, 4, 5 and so on infinity. And Paschen 3 and 4, 5, 6 and so on infinity. Should fall down to the fourth level, but higher level are 5, 6, 7 and so on infinity. Should fall down to the fifth level, then you are getting 6, 7, 8 and so on infinity. Electron should fall down from any higher level to first level, Lyman, second level, Balmer, third level, Paschen, bracket, Fund series. Okay, now the Lyman series, yes, these are important bit. Lyman series is observed in UV region. And next we are getting this one in visible region. Visible region. This is observed in near IR region. And this is in middle IR region, infrared region. This is far IR region. Ultraviolet, visible, near IR, middle IR and far IR regions. From this we have so many competitive bits. Just I will tell you one thing. Yes, if you take this is the first level, this is the second level and third level and fourth level and fifth level. This is the energy increasing order, already we discussed. Electron jumps from any higher level to first level, that is calling as Lyman, and like that Balmer fall down to the this one like this, that's calling as Balmer. This is Balmer, this is Lyman. This is calling as Paschen, and bracket Fund will be coming. Now in this we have observed very carefully. If in the Lyman series ground level is 1, 2 to 1 is called as H alpha line. 3 to 1 is called as a H beta line. 4 to 1 is calling as H gamma line. 5 to 1 is calling as H delta line. Yes, in the same series, what is the energy relation between the H alpha, H beta, H gamma, H delta? H alpha, energy of H alpha is lesser than H beta, than H gamma and than H delta. Yes. H delta from here to here, energy gap is more. Same trend will be worked out in all series. Are you understanding or no? Like that, if you take the electron at infinite level, it will be falling to the first level, then energy will be maximum. In Lyman series, if electron jumps from infinity level to first level, then releasing energy is maximum. That is calling as limiting transition. Limiting transition. Energy is maximum, wavelength will be minimum. That only we are calling as limiting wavelength, denoted by lambda infinity. Yes, you may ask a question, what is the in limiting transition in the Balmer series? In the Balmer series means electron should fall down to the infinity level to second level, like that will be going on. Are you understanding or no? These are very, very important things. Here some important bits will be there. What are those? So the number of spectral lines in any series. If suppose electron jumps from N2 level to N1 level, whatever it is, not a matter. Then how many spectral lines we are getting? Formula n into n plus 1 by 2. Here n is equals to delta n, nothing but n2 minus n1. Yes, if electron jumps from 10th level to second level, then how many lines you may get it? Formula n into n plus 1 by 2. N means is nothing but delta n. For example, 10th level to second level. So n you are getting difference, 10 minus 2, nothing but 8. Formula 8 into 8 plus 1, 9 by 2, nothing but we are getting how many? 36 lines we are getting. This is also very, very important. Like that you can get it so many bits we are getting. What is the meaning of H alpha? For example, what in the bracket series, what is the H beta line? 2, 3 to 1, 3 to 2 is the H alpha, 4 to 2 is the H beta, and 5 to 2 is the H gamma, like that. So, but in every series, energy order is like this, and wavelength order is reverse. H alpha is more than H beta, than H gamma, and H delta. What is the meaning of limiting transition? In any series, electron jumps from infinite level to that ground level, then energy will be maximum, wavelength will be minimum. That's calling as limiting transition. That's calling as limiting wavelength. Yeah? Yes, we will see continuation in the next video. Yes, thank you.